Hello everyone, Olga Show with you. We are here in Convention Center, Santa Clara, part of Silicon Valley, California. And with us, Mark Hindle. Today is June 24th, 2013. We're Apache Cloud Stack. Tell me, what brought you to Santa Clara Convention Center?
Well, we are a technology project, and Silicon Valley is the place to hold a user conference because there's more sophisticated cloud computing users here probably than anywhere in the world.
Well, I agree with that because that's kept me busy. I'm every day, few times a day, sometimes on some type of conferences here. And this is first time for you in Silicon Valley?
Yes, it is.
And I heard before that once you have done it in Las Vegas.
Yes, our first user conference was last fall in Las Vegas.
I bet it's much bigger here.
There was a lot more bright lights in Vegas, but here is definitely where
More
the
bright
technical
minds.
Yes, yes,
Bright lights in Las Vegas, but bright minds are here in Silicon Valley. Okay.
absolutely.
So, what make Apache Cloud Stack so successful?
So, I think the move for the IT industry to cloud computing has illustrated the advance from hosting discrete infrastructure to lasting infrastructure, and there's been successes by people like Amazon and Google in their hosted compute clouds. So we make software that allows users to do that themselves. So people that have reasons why they would run their own for regulatory or control or customization. It's a very, very popular paradigm change, and now we're enabling people to do that.
So it's like open source,
It is open source, so
less regulations.
yeah, Apache Cloud Stack is governed by one of the most successful open source governance organizations out there, which is the Apache Software Foundation, and they've had success with things like the Apache Web Server, which runs the majority of the websites on the web. Cassandra is a database, NoSQL database. There's Tomcat for the Java world, Java containers. So yes, it's a proven governance model for open source adoption.
So for the developers, do they have to have any basic knowledge to run into your platform?
Well, the domain language for Apache Cloud Stack is Java. The users have the option to use bindings for things like Ruby or Python, but it is a Java application, and it takes advantage of MySQL database, but those are the domain languages to develop for it.
But if they want to learn more, they could have come today and tomorrow and even yesterday,
Yes.
where they can learn a lot from your tracks and seminars you're providing for the developers.
Yeah, so this is a community event, so most everyone who presented here was either a developer of technology that's complementary to CloudStack, or actually develops CloudStack itself, or is a user that is doing something interesting like providing cloud computing services to their users or running applications in their own cloud.
And I noticed that you have very good sponsors, industry sponsors.
Right.
You have platinum and gold sponsors. Can you tell me more about those companies?
Yes, so we have Computer Associates as a sponsor. I work for Citrix Systems. We're the host sponsor for the event. We have a lot of interesting emerging technology companies. New Age Networks is a spin-out of Alcatel. We also have VMware as a sponsor. SolidFire does solid-state storage. Metacuro is software-defined networking. So there's a huge ecosystem of different. Cisco is obviously sponsored.
Is it because they're using Apache Cloud Stack solution for their businesses,
Um,
or they just supporting developers community?
Most of the sponsors here, with the exception of Schubert Phyllis out of the Netherlands, is actually providing customers services based on CloudStack. A lot of the other sponsors are actually enhancing CloudStack, which is through integration with their technologies.
All right, what's the next step?
The next,
Next step, looking into the future.
I think that right now the project is very developer focused to build the software. Today we unveiled a list of 270 clouds that we're running Cloud Stack in production, and the next evolution is more users. So we have a very strong developer community who have created a solution for private cloud computing or to host your own cloud, and the next evolution will people, enterprise users who will adopt Cloud Stack. Even more, there's quite a few already.
Now, wondering about users, when you're talking about users, are you talking about big companies, small businesses, or people like me started to use saving all of my video, audio?
Yeah, we're talking about enterprises and hosting providers. So Orange, which is the French telecom company, Spotify, the music streaming service, Edmunds, which is the online car company, the car review site. A lot of service providers like SunGuard, which is, and SoftLayer, and other companies that provide hosting services of elastic infrastructure.
Great. Also, I was wondering about future in terms like a year, 2 years. Do you think everybody will move into the cloud services?
I think that is, everybody is a large number. I think it will be an increasing number, and it'll be growing very fast. But people typically adopt new technology during their refresh cycle. So if you buy servers and you have servers in production, unless you have a new opportunity or it's time to refresh, that's when people will adopt it. So greenfield opportunities, you'll see people adopting around their new projects, and I think over time this is a change in paradigm from siloed infrastructure to one great big pooled resource.
So I guess you would be one of the solution for big data problem coming up, and,
Yeah.
or
So we would be a good host for big data. So we're partnered with Basho. They contribute to the project, but people that are running Hadoop or NoSQL databases on top of Cloud Stack, it lends itself to big data because it's typically an application that has been designed to run in a distributed manner that's ideal for the cloud.
do you know of any conferences you're getting ready for? I know it's kind of, I'm pushing forward.
Yeah.
See, I'm all about tech evolution
Yes.
for the best of our communities. So do you know any dates?
I don't off the top of my head.
Okay, but it's coming, right?
Yeah. There seems to be in the Bay Area a new cloud big data conference almost every week.
Yeah, that's happening every week, and I'm glad that I have all the smart people in each and every industry, and they're learning all the time, and that's how I know about Apache Cloud Stack Conference, which is kind of nice to be. Don't have $100, have 100 friends, and you know more.
Yeah. I believe that the Hortonworks, which is Apache Hadoop, is having their conference this week as well, but I
I
couldn't tell
think
you the
Hadoop
date.
is something going on. I know I have
Yeah.
so many things happening, so if you ask me what I'm doing tomorrow, I know I'm going to mobile conference, but I will stop by here first and then I go to San Francisco. It's just a very busy time, which is good because we are like 1% of the people to make things happen, right?
Right.
And to make it easier, so end users who receive emails, they don't even have to worry where their emails, as long as it's safe, easy accessible, and secure.
Right.
And that's what we are working for, and also you developers as well, right?
Right.
That's very good. So what would you like to wish for our viewers and listeners?
Well, I would wish them the best of luck as they put their data and their services in the cloud, and if we can help you out, we would love to do that.
Perfect. That was Olga show at Apache Cloud Stack with Mark Hinkle, who organized this conference here first time in Silicon Valley, and we invite him back with all of the training available for the developers free right now. So
Thanks to
please
our
join.
sponsors.
Yeah, thank you to the sponsors who helped to organize this conference as well. Thank you so much.